So hello guys, welcome to Pep Coding. Today we are going to discuss the new question which is spiral display. So in this question we have given a n cross m matrix, and what we have to do, we have to traverse and print the content of the 2D array. That means we have to traverse and print the content of our matrix in a spiral pattern. So what is the spiral pattern? Let me discuss in the open board. So suppose this is a 3 cross 5 matrix. So we have to first traverse and print in the spiral pattern. So our spiral pattern first move in the anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise direction. And after that, you have to traverse in this direction. And then after 31, then 35, then 15, then 12, 22, and then 24. So our output will be first 11, then 21, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 25, 15, 14, 13, 12, 22, 23, and then 24. So this will be our output. For that, we have discussed in the big matrix. So here, this is a 5 cross 6 matrix. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here our matrix will be 5 cross 7. So we have to print this in a spiral pattern. So for that, what our approach will be, we treat every we traverse in a box like manner. Suppose what will be the box like manner? We will traverse completely one box, and then inner box, and we will manage to complete this box also in some way. So here we have to move like a box like manner. While traversing in a box like manner, we have to get these two coordinates. This coordinate is 0 comma 0, and here this coordinate is n minus 1 comma m minus 1. So for that coordinate, can I say the position here? We have a variable min row, min column. That means here the value of row and column will be minimum. And can I say a variable like max row, max column? Because here the variable, that is row and columns value, is maximum here in this point. So we have to know this position. So let me write a code little bit, and then we will move forward. So here our minimum value should be initialized with 0. That will be the coordinates, and we have a min column initialized with 0, and we have a max column, first max row, that is n minus 1, and max column, that is m minus 1. This n and m we have taken as an input. After that, we know the position. We have to traverse first this side. So we need 4 direction to complete the box. I will give a name to that. First, we have to travel to this direction. So suppose we have a left wall. This is a left wall. Then we have to complete the bottom wall, then right wall, and then top wall. So we basically need four loops to traverse into this direction and to complete a box. So we have a left wall, then we have to move to the bottom wall, then right wall, and after that top wall. Each wall will take one for loop. So we have a total of 4 for loop. For that, let me define this min column and max column in a different way. Suppose you have a min column. So suppose this position is your minimum row. Here your minimum row will start. This is the minimum row, and here your maximum row, and this column. So here you have a minimum column, and up to this point you have a maximum column. So your 2D matrix will lie inside this min column, min row, max row. So we have to traverse in the left wall. For left wall, suppose we have a condition while true that we have to travel. For that, how we travel? Suppose we have some condition. Let me write it while true, and we will discuss it later how to manage this. And we have to move in the first left wall, then bottom wall, after that right wall, then top wall. So first we have to talk about left wall. So how we will be traversing the left wall? For the left wall, if you see, we have a I and j. We will talk about in the terms of I and j. So suppose here our I, if we want to traverse in this direction, we have to move our I from this position to this position. That means we have to move our I from min row to max row. Here the value is 0, that is min row, and up to max row. And our j will move in the column direction, so our j will be constant here. That is, if we talked about left wall, I will be moving from min row to max row, and our j will be moving up to, and our j will be fixed at min column. So we have to write it first this, and our I, that is I will be incremented every time. So our I is starting from min row, and j is fixed at min column, and while our I will move up to max row, we have to consider this, and our I will increment it every time. And while traversing, we have to print our array of ij to make this traversal done. And similar, copy this code, paste it in the bottom wall. In the bottom wall, if you discuss our in the bottom wall, our I is constant at max row. That is, I is fixed at max row. No I will be changed, and our j will be moving from min column to max column. Our j will be moving from min column to max column. So here our I will be fixed at max row, and j will be moving at min column to max column, and each time j is incremented by 1. Similarly, we have to talk about right wall. So for right wall, let's copy paste some part of that previous for loop. In the right wall, we have to move from max row to min row. That is, our I will move from max row to min row in the right wall, and our j will be fixed at max column. So we need to know about the traversal. So our I will be moving from max row, and j will be fixed at max column, and stopping condition is I is greater than equal to min row, and I is decremented each time by 1. Similarly, we have to write the top wall. For top wall, our j will move from max column to min column, and our I is fixed at min row. I is fixed at min row, j is moving from max column to min column. So j is greater than equal to min column, and each time j is decremented by 1. So this is the traversal. But we need to manage the corner cases, because every time when you traverse in this direction, you will print 51 two times. First in the left wall and second in the bottom wall. Similarly, you will be printing 57 as two times. First in the bottom wall and in the right wall. So to reduce this duplicacy, what you have to do, while traversing to the left wall, you have to increase your min column by 1 after the left wall. So what you have to do, after the traversal, you have to just increase your min column by 1, so that your next traversal will move to this position, because your bottom wall will move from this position. So your bottom wall will move from min column to max column. So you have to reduce this. For that, after left wall, you have to increase your min column. So after the left wall, you have to increase your min column, because min column is dependent over here. And after that bottom wall, what you have to do, after the bottom wall, your right wall will start. That is, in this, suppose in the left wall you have a common in min column, and here in the bottom wall your fixed part is max row. In the right wall your fixed part is max column, and here in the top wall you have a fixed part is min row. So what you have to do, in the left wall, while completing the for loop, you have to increase your min column by 1, because bottom wall will move from min column to max column. And similarly, while moving from bottom wall, you have to decrease your max row by 1, because if you decrease your max row will move to this direction. Your max row will move to this direction, and when you move your right wall, this will start from max row to min row. So your 57 will be safe from become duplicate after right wall. Similarly, you have to first write the bottom wall. After bottom wall, you have to reduce your max row by 1. Similarly, in the right wall, what you have to do, in the right wall, you have to shift your max column after 7 to reduce the 17. So what does it mean? That you have to remove by 1 max column. So here you have to decrease your max column by 1 in the right wall. Max column by 1. Similarly, in the top wall. So in the top wall, you have to increase your min row. Why min row? Because if you increase your min row here, the next for loop will start. In this inner for loop will start. That is, your inner box will start to traverse. For that, you have to move from max column to min column in the top wall, and after that you have to increase your min row. So after top wall, you have to increase your min row by 1. So here you have to increase your min row by 1. After that, you have to think about the while true, this condition. So if you are moving in the 2D matrix, you have to make a count variable also, so that no duplicacy will be handled. So no duplicate element will be printed. So for that, you have to take a total number of elements in the matrix is n cross m, and you have to take count variable initialized with 0. So while your count is less than total number of elements, that is, while your count, you have to increase your count after each wall, and you have to think about the total number of elements. While your count is greater than total number of elements, this while loop will terminate. So for that, after each wall you traverse, you have to count the element and increase your count. In this also, count plus equal to 1. In every wall you have to write this condition. And another condition will be, you have to check in the every wall that no duplicate element will be printed. For that you have to make this condition, copy and check in the every wall also. You have to check this in every wall that no duplicate element will be printed. This will done this count this condition, that is and count is less than tne. What does it means? That we have to why we call this condition in the wall? Because if you think about this inner box, this 33, 34 and 35, there is only two walls, one left wall and bottom wall, but right wall and top wall will also be executed. To make them that it will not execute, we have to write this condition. So here the code is completed. Let me run the code. So we are having a wrong answer, so we have to think what we are doing wrong. So here we have write the condition in the print statement. Instead of this, we have to remove and move it to the while statement. So let me run this code. Accepted. Let me submit this. Correct answer. So I hope you understand it very well. I hope you like this video, and we will meet in the next question. So till then, thank you very much.